I'm Nitsa and it is Monday, and that means it's time for a draft video. I post one every Monday and Thursday. Right now we're doing Guilds of Ravnica. Before the draft starts, I want to remind you guys that my channel is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can go to cardkingdom.com to buy, all the cards I'm going to draft in this video. You can also buy sealed product and things like that, so check it out. All right, so this is an interesting pack. Both Deadly Visit and Capture Sphere are excellent. Crackling Drake is really good too, but it's gold. And I think both of these are things I would take over it, like pack one, pick one. They're both really good removal spells, where Crackling Drake is really, really strong, but you have to end up in that color pair to play it. Capture Sphere is splashable, which is occasionally relevant, but I do think Deadly Visit is just better. I think adding Surveil 2 to a removal spell is nice. This can be instant speed, but the fact that it is instant speed isn't really that relevant. Like, what makes instant speed strong on most removal spells is that you can get 2-for-1s. Capture Sphere generally isn't going to do that for you, because if your opponent uses a combat trick or whatever, it's already attacked you. They're not going to use it before they attack. So it comes down to, which do I want more? Well, I think I'm leaning towards Deadly Visit. It also helps that it's the only black card in this pack, so it means I'm not sending signals to other people. Ooh. Disinformation campaign is awesome, and I haven't really gotten to build a deck that takes advantage of it, but I think we're about to try to. Dimir Informant, Whisper Agent, Burglar Rat are all things I wouldn't mind seeing come back, but we'll take the campaign here for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, Lead of Champion's nice, but not really for us. Pilfering Imp, Burglar Rat, Muse Drake are all fine. None of them are exciting, though, certainly. Disdainful Stroke is main boardable against most people. I mean, I think you leave it in you play it in your deck and you side it out against, Boros. Yeah. None of you Surveil, so that's not sort of a tiebreaker. I like the Muse Drake, I think, more than I like these. I like drawing the card and everything. I think it's close, though, and I could really see taking really either of them over the Drake. But me personally, I'm taking the Drake. Okay, so here we have an interesting decision. Obviously, this Surveils, and that's great, but we have another Capture Sphere, and it's a great removal spell, so that's what we're going to take. Enhanced Surveillance. So I haven't been super impressed with it. I don't think adding a lot of Surveil is that great. It can be. It can help you dig deeper in your library, but is that really worth a card? I don't really think it is. The fact that it shuffles your graveyard into your library is relevant too. So, I mean, this is a back-to-back Flight of Equinauts, huh? That's a little tempting, right? I think I'd probably just take Pass Wall Adept. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. So, I mean, it seems like we're getting cut on black really hard. Bartizan Bats is fine, but it's nothing special. I think I'd rather have another Pass Wall Adept over it. Yeah, I mean, this pack has nothing special in general. I mean, what's the best card? Parhelion Patrol, probably. So, okay, well, how about that? We're probably going to end up doing something different than Dimir, unfortunately. I think Wojek Bodyguard is far and away the best card in this pack, so that's what I'm going to take. Obviously, there's nothing blue or black so that we want. Yeah, that's the bad part, is we may have to chuck a lot of our early picks here into the bin if things don't sort of work out. And it doesn't look like they're going to. So Mephitic Vapors is main boardable. I mean, it's a reasonable card. Especially if your deck doesn't have anything that dies to it, which we don't have yet. If you can kill one thing with it, it's fine. Ornery Goblin's a nice 2-drop if we're going the Wojek Bodyguard route. I'm thinking I may take the Vapors here and see if we can stick with what we're trying to do, because it's not like we haven't gotten good cards. So I think we do that. I mean, there's not anything here as good as the Bodyguard in the last pack to make me stick to red. Okay, well, there's Guild Summit, but you know, you need a million guild gates for that to work out. So Skyline Scout's a nice 2-drop. Robobelt Boar is nice. I'm kind of leaning towards the Scout over... It looks like Boros is reasonably open. I mean, these aren't amazing cards, but they're better than the blue and black cards we're seeing, right? So, there's a Wishcoin Crab, which isn't too bad. Is it Guildgate isn't bad. I think I'll take the Crab here, but... This draft is very quickly train wrecking. Okay, we'll take a Cosmotronic Wave. These picks may all end up over here. In fact, that's what I'm going to do for now. I think it was worth trying. And there's a chance we see... there's a chance that from the other direction we get awesome cards for this deck. In which case, obviously, that's what we should be doing. Restorer or Maximize Velocity. I think Maximize Velocity is probably better if we end up in an aggressive version of this deck. Yeah. So... what's going to happen here? Yeah, I mean, Take Art's a nice trick for this deck. I think Boros is definitely open. I mean, we're getting playables for the deck. I mean, even Maniacal Rage is playable, especially if we're short on playables, which could totally happen. We may want Gravitic Punch, though I think it's better in the Izzet deck. Okay, so... Not, I mean, Sky Knight Legionnaire is nice. It's probably the best card for this deck, but there's also a Watcher in the Mist and a Darkblade Agent, which are both good for this deck. So we have to decide if we want to try to see if this is open enough. I mean, we did end up with 8 playables in that last pack. We need to end up with, you know, if we can get 8 a pack, we're okay. So it's not like the deck is completely unopened, but... it also seems like red-white was flowing a lot better. So we have to decide here if we want one of these. I would probably take the Watcher if I was going to take one of them. Or this. And it's not an easy choice given how that first pack went. Do I take this and see if this deck's open enough? I think I'm going to take the Watcher. Is that the wrong thing to do? Maybe. Oh, man. We have like a bomb white card in here, which would go in this deck. Another Watcher in the Mist. Also Unexplained Disappearance. I mean, this card is just the best card in this pack. And it's not particularly close, so I think it's what we take. It was hard to make myself do that, but oh my god, Fine and Finality. We could splash green in this deck. Another Capture Sphere. Yeah, I think we take this and try to splash green. We are going to need to commit pretty soon to which deck we're trying to build, but for now, I think it's okay to be doing, because we're seeing cards that are absurdly strong. So, you know, I think taking them is the right thing to do. Okay. All right, so... this pack does not have an absurdly strong card. It does have Direct Current, which would be good for this deck, and Dimir Informant, which would be good for this deck. Yeah, I think I'm going this route. Oh, yeah. Now I think I'm committed all the way. Thanks to Artful Takedown. Okay. All right, we may end up with a lower power level than is ideal, but I think maybe it's balanced out by some of the, like, you know, if we can splash Fine Finality, I think this is the right thing to do. Artful Takedown is what we take here. We could, you know, if we're going to splash green, we could actually splash this too, but Artful Takedown, I think, is just, it's comparable, and we don't have to splash anything to play it. All right, we'll take another Informant. Take a Spinal Centipede here. We'd like to see some more Surveil build-arounds, but We did pass one pretty early. I think here we want the imp over a second vapors. Yeah. Okay, I think I like hired poisoner more than I like leapfrog or veiled shade or any of those things. Child of night. Yeah. Here we will take a child of night. So fixing is something we really want to play this bomb, which will go really well in a Dimir deck anyway. And we would play the find half on its own, so this is going to make the deck either way, but we want to end up with a little bit of green mana, I think. So third Passwall Adept, second Mephitic Vapors, or another Pitiless Gorgon. I think I go for the Gorgon. Silent Dart is certainly playable, and Dimir Locket's even not bad in this deck. I think this is probably the best deck for a Locket. Yeah, I think I'll take it. In case this happens, I guess. These are both really bad cards that deserve to be the last two cards, Street Riot and Pause for Reflection. Okay. Well, there's a Watery Grave. That would help us fix. But I think we probably just take another takedown. I would love these three things, one of these three things to come back, but Artful Takedown's great. Yeah, that's what we'll take. Okay, so there's a Golgari Guildgate. Do I want it more than I want an Unexplained Disappearance? I think I probably do. I think the fact that it lets me splash what will probably be one of the best cards in our deck is definitely relevant. So I'm going to take it over an Unexplained Disappearance, which I think is a good card, but we need to pick up fixing. So Narcomoeba, with as much Surveil as we have, which, we don't have a ton, but we have enough that it isn't too bad in our deck. It's probably playable. There's also another Guildgate, though, which, it's not a Golgari one, but it does make it easier for us to play a forest. So I think it's what I take here over Narcomoeba or Wall of Mist. Ooh, Disinformation Campaign number 2. Can't say no to that. Oh my god. Do we want 3? How much Surveil do we have exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 5, which is a decent amount, but it's not like we're going crazy with it. So maybe it's better to just take another card with Surveil to power our other 2 Disinformation campaigns than it is to take a third Disinformation campaign. Yeah, I think it probably is. Darkblade Agent's nice too, but with 2 of these, we really, really want things that say Surveil. They've gone up a lot in value. Don't really want Creeping Chill or Dazzling Lights or Passwall Adept. They're all pretty, they're all... Well, Creeping Chill I don't even think is that good. Unless, we're up to 6 Surveil now. But you need like 10 to make it work. I think I'll take another Adept. There are, if I don't main board one, bringing one in out of the sideboard isn't crazy or anything. All right, we're going to take another Golgari Guildgate over Child of Night, Pitiless Gorgon, and we're set on mana now. So that's nice. Child of Night, sure, yeah. I don't like Moodmark Painter very much. Ooh, Crawl Swarm came back, huh? I'll take that. Pretty happily. So I think Dimir definitely ended up being the right choice. Do we want a Severed Strands here more than we want? Yeah, I think we probably do. It's nice having just like destroy something, especially when we have cards like Dimir Informant and Passwall Adept that can lose their usefulness in the late game. Okay, so yeah, nothing for us here, but I'll take that. So we probably don't want Wishcoin Crab main board in the end. May not want Mephitic Vapors main board. We probably do. I am a little disappointed we only ended up with 6 Surveil. Right, that's what we got. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I think we have to leave in Mephitic Vapors. Yeah, and I think Passwell Adept is good against more people than the Child of Night is. So if I have to cut 2s, it's probably where I go. Yeah. So I think we probably cut those. We need to cut one more card. Do we want our Locket? I don't feel like we desperately need it or anything, but it is our only card draw spell. I guess Disinformation Campaign's a card draw spell. Okay, convinced myself. We didn't actually need to cut it, did we? Because... no, we did not. So... put you back in. We can actually add another card back. It would be nice to pick up a random card. Like a Mephitic Vapors would probably make our main board right now because we need Surveil so badly. No. Okay, so what do we want to add back into this thing? I guess we don't have that many choices. One of the many downsides of not really committing until late is you can end up in situations where you have like no sideboard, and that's pretty much what we have. I mean, I think Wishcoin Crab and Passwell Adept get sided in sometimes, but they're pretty mediocre. So I think our only choice really is to put a Child of Night back in. So that's what we'll do. All right, so we got our 2 green sources. The question is, do I want to run a 3rd green source? We already have 3 black and 1 blue. I think with all the Surveil, which, I mean, we don't have a ton, but we have enough Surveil, and the 2 Guild Gates, I think just, and the fact that this is castable, the first half is good and castable with just black mana, I don't think I need to run a Forest. It wants me to run 2 of them, so there you go. I think it's more like, so that gives me 9 black sources and 7 blue sources. This would give me 8 blue sources and 9 black. That's probably better. And right, I forgot it was trying to give me 2 forests for some reason, because it, yeah. So that's 8 blue, 9 black. Do we want to go to 10 black or 9 blue? I think 9 and 9 is probably good. All right, so this is our deck. I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, I would like to play first. This hand's fine. We don't have anything till turn 3, which is always a little annoying, but with us on the play, I even think against Boros, that's not too bad. The Informant can make it more likely that we draw good stuff too, so instead of stuff we don't want. All right, looks like we're up against Is It, which can of course be a more tempo-y aggro deck. And my all-time record against people who say they watch my videos is like 1-8. So, okay, so oh god, that's something we would have liked. Freaking Night Veil Sprite. So I think I'm actually going to play the more aggressive creature here because it puts more pressure on them than Dimir Informant does. Okay. Yeah, they're probably the more aggressive version. If you have Gravitic Punch in your graveyard, that's usually what it means. Nice. So we attack with our Centipede and then play Guildgate and then Informant. Yeah, probably better to play the Informant than the Locket right this second. Okay. I think I want both of these. So, but I'd rather draw Artful Takedown first. And we'll end our turn. Freaking Night Veil Sprite is such a monster. I think it's been even better than I expected. Like, I thought it would be really good, but man. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Let's attack with both our creatures. It'd be cool if nothing happened here. Okay, they take 4. Nothing happened. All right, so I think now we have the time, so I'm going to play the Locket. See what happens there. Okay. And then I'll play Passwall Adept as well. All right, we can kill it with Artful Takedown, so it doesn't worry us as much as it might have. I think that's what we do. I think we just go for it, you know, instead of waiting around and doing it later. I don't need the green mana this turn. So, yeah, we'll cast Artful Takedown. We'll tap this, and we'll do -2, -4 to that. And we will attack for 5, taking them down to 8. The lower we can get them, the more problematic things get for our opponent because we have Passwall Adept in play. All right, and then I'm going to play the Poisoner too. So, you know, there's something to be said for holding on to stuff because of fine finality, but I don't think it's the right thing here. I think we want to pressure our opponent as much as we can. All right, so you're a 2/4. No attacks. So we could cash in our Locket. We'll probably wait to do it, though. I think instead I'm just going to make this unblockable. I think I attack with my Poisoner too. If he wants to give up either of his creatures to block the Poisoner, I'm okay with it. Maybe I should make something else unblockable. Yeah, that gives me the chance to make lethal. And I can't block either of these anyway. So yeah, I think that's the right choice. We'll make this unblockable. All right, I'm cool with that trade. They go to 4. Oh, no, they got something for me. Oh, no, they do still go to 4. That Drake is a 3/4 now. Should I play this land? They're not in a color that's going to make me discard something, so I think I should. I have a bunch of mana sinks in, well, 2 mana sinks in play too, so. Okay. I'm guessing they're going to kill the Adept. If they tap out, we can kill them with Find Finality. Yeah, they're going to kill the Adept. I think they have to tap out, though, for me to feel confident about doing that. And they have not. Because if they bounce something... wait a second. If they bounce something, I mean, their creatures are still going to die. I can make this survive, and then it gets another counter, and it's lethal. I think I just go for it. I think we go for it. That's not how much mana we need, though. So, Finality. So, we'll put the counters here. Can't kill them this turn, actually. I kind of forgot about the weakening. But, so that was a mistake. I think it works out just because we have a 4/7 now, but, you know, I probably wouldn't have played it if I was actually thinking, you know, something most people do. All right. Yeah, we won anyway. I mean, we did put them in a horrible situation thanks to the Find Finality, so... But they could have drawn their way out of it, and then I would have been in trouble. So they had a bunch of flyers. That's really what we saw in that game. So things like Pass Wall Adept as a blocker anyway, and Wishcoin Crab especially, are not very good. So, yeah, I don't think we change anything. I do think Disinformation Campaign will be pretty good against them. I think this hand's okay. We have all three of our colors and a bunch of 2s and 3s. So if we hit a third land, I mean, we'll be in business, I think. There it is. So yeah, we'll play our Adept here. Probably should have played Child of Night, especially if they don't do anything here. I'm going to regret that. Okay, well. Child of Night probably still would have been better because I would be willing to trade Child of Night. I'm less willing to trade a Pass Wall Adept. So let's play an Informant. And 4th land. I mean, this would be our 5th land to draw. But I think we're going to draw 5th land anyway. So I think I'm pretty cool with drawing something. Instead of a land. Which, you know, maybe I'll regret that. But okay, so we're going to attack with our Informant here. Take that. And then we'll play Spinal Centipede. We haven't seen Devious Cover-Up, but this is probably Sinister Sabotage. So that works too. I'd much rather have them use that on the Centipede than most of the other cards in my hand. Okay, so I think we attack again. Then I think we play Informant. And we can also play Pilfering Imp, obviously. So Informant. Another attacker on this board, too. Okay, we definitely want both of these. Which do we want to draw first? I guess drawing the Swamp first gives us more options. Yeah. Okay. And then also Pilfering Imp. All right, so we'll obviously Deadly Visit that, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably the right thing to do. Could play Crawl Swarm instead and wait a turn to play Deadly Visit, but if I play Deadly Visit now, I get in for damage. So, And that's certainly relevant, especially because we know we have Artful Takedown on top of our library, which can also kill most stuff. They're also tapped out right now, which won't be the case forever. We don't have double blue right now, so that's annoying. I think I'm actually going to put this into the graveyard because of that. And Artful Takedown on top. So, am I willing to trade my Adept at this point? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, that's what they go for. They go to 15. Our army of 1-power creatures. Would be nice to make Crawl Swarm unblockable, especially because we know they have flyers and they'll probably play something who can block. They could play something that could block Crawl Swarm. Okay. That means I want to hold on to something in their hand, I guess. They go to 13. They do get to Notion Rain, though, which is awesome for them. But it also lets us play Crawl Swarm on a completely empty board, which is pretty nice, especially when we have Artful Takedown to back it up. They go to 11. Sucks that we don't get to play our Watcher, but drawing it there would have been pretty frustrating. I mean, you know, we could play Child of Night or whatever, but yeah, oh, they do have another Direct Current, which they could use on Crawl Swarm, but obviously I can get back Crawl Swarm. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. If I draw a land here, that wouldn't be too bad because I don't, though. Because I could do... Oh, maybe I still do it. I think I do still do this. Yeah, so we're going to... I guess I can do it at instant speed, so I should wait to do it at least. Just kidding. Okay, so, because we can't play him this turn anyway, but we can get him back at the end of their turn. So I think what I do is I play Pass While Adept, and then at the end of their turn... Nice, okay. Yeah, so we play Pass While Adept, then at the end of the turn I probably pitch Child of Night and get back Crawl Swarm. I think that's definitely an upgrade. Oh. Bye-bye Pass While Adept. All right, so Crawl Swarm. Let me get you. Huh. Well, we attack. I think it's right to play the Swarm here. I mean, it is definitely tempting to play the Campaign when they have 2 cards in their hand, etc. But the amount of pressure the Swarm puts on them, especially when backed up by Artful Takedown, I think is worth a lot. Yeah, Artful Takedown will come in handy there if they don't have counter magic. I think we just play Artful Takedown in our main phase, see if we can take the Drake down. If they counter it, I think we still attack with Crawl Swarm. Okay. Yeah, they can counter it. Oh, no, they can't. Good. All right. So we're getting... Next turn, we'll probably play our campaign. Attack for 1. Have we seen what they're splashing? Oh, yeah, an Artful Takedown and Notion Rain are both being played. Oh, that's annoying. My Crawl Swarm doesn't appreciate that. So we're going to get the last card out of their hand. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to play Disinformation Campaign here. See what we draw. See what they discard. Vapors, huh? It was a Rubble Belt Boar. Vapors aren't so good here, mostly because of Crawl Swarm. We would get this back, of course, but I think we just Severed Strands the Watcher and attack for 4. Drops him down to 5. So if they kill this or whatever, that does let us Mephitic Vapors, which will let us get this back. But, you know, what's that going to do? Nice. 2 and 8 against people. Good game, man, if you're watching this video. All right, we are 1 and 0 this draft. Let's see if we can maybe get a trophy with Dimir, which I haven't done yet. All right, we're going into our second match. I think this hand's a keep. Even if we're against Boros, having Mephitic Vapors early is nice. We got some removal, some Gorgon. I think it's a solid hand. We aren't on the play, so it looks like another Izzet deck probably, though they could just be splashing, you know, because like I'm not actually a Golgari deck, even though first land I play is a Golgari Guildgate. Ugh. Well, Mephitic Vapors won't do much against that. Pitiless Gorgon will, though, so there's that. If I can have them thinking I'm Golgari for a turn longer, I mean, there's no disadvantage to doing it, so I think it's the right thing to do. Oh, that's going to be painful. All right, so we're going to play our Gorgon here. I think trading it for the Cyclops is reasonable. Gross. Okay, well, if you have a million spells, that can be pretty good. What do I do here? I think I attack? Do I? I don't know. I think I probably do. I don't think I'm going to put the Capture Sphere on that thing yet. I think we're just going to... I guess leaving it back probably gives us more value right now. I mean, they're just not going to block it. They'll go to 18. So, but having something that can block and kill Piston Fist Cyclops is probably worth it. So, yeah. So I think I play Guildgate and probably Informant. I think it's fine to play another Guildgate here. I guess we can play the Informant first. That will sort of inform us as to whether playing the Guildgate is what we want to do. I don't think it'll really matter, but it is more information. So we'll play the Informant. Okay. I don't think we want either of these. We have double blue. We have double black. Yeah. So see you later. Then we'll play Guildgate in return. It's always a good surveil when you can get rid of 2 lands. Okay. 0-4 right now, so it's not exactly a problem. And I can kill it whenever I want, more or less. So I think I just play Crawl Swarm here. We've got removal ready for things that present problems. But until then... Okay. Well, that kills our Crawl Swarm and attacks us for 5. Yeah. 5 it is. My sound sounds horrible. Yeah, so we'll take 5. Not that we have a choice in the matter. Okay, Artful Takedown's nice. I'm leaning towards just ending my turn. Between Artful Takedown and Capture Sphere, I can get a lot done. So I think I just end the turn. And this is kind of a hard card to build around, even in a really heavy spells deck, but I don't think it's impossible. Cards like Radical Idea help. So I think I'd kill Crackling Drake and tap down Piston Fist Cyclops here. Ugh. Okay. Their deck's awesome. All the blue-red you could ever want. So tap target creature, and we'll kill the original Drake. Okay, so we can get back our Swarm now. I kind of doubt we're going to get to the point where that's what we want to do is the problem, because I need to probably cast Capture Sphere or Deadly Visit this turn. So should I hold on to the Child of Night anyway, planning to discard it later? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the plan here. Yeah. Child of Night can't do much on this board anyway, so we will end our turn. We're going to Radical Idea again, which drops us to 12. So, ooh, Beacon Bolt. Yeah, that's up to 4 counters now. That's good, he said sarcastically. So I think I probably put Capture Sphere on Crackling Drake here. Drops us to 11. Gets rid of our creature that could block that damn thing. And yeah, so we're going to put Capture Sphere here. They do still have Beacon Bolt in their graveyard, of course, so they're going to be able to cast it and kill something else. 2, 4, 6, 7. Not quite enough to do the Swarm. Yeah. So I think here I'm just going to use Deadly Visit on Piston Fist Cyclops. Put this into our graveyard. I don't even know if we want Hired Poisoner. I guess it gives us something to pitch to Crawl Swarm. Yeah, I guess that's worth something. And I'm also just going to play Child of Night because we know we're going to draw the Poisoner. They can Beacon Bolt something, of course, which that alone drops us to 6 right now. They're also 1 counter away from this. Oh yeah, now we're dead. Okay, I think. I guess I'll make them do it. Yeah, their deck is awesome. It's like the dream. Build your deck around. Yeah, we're dead. Build your deck around all the cool Is It cards kind of deck. Okay. This is where not having a sideboard is really frustrating. just not. There's just not anything we can do. Like, our ground blockers don't seem great, but they do have surveil. So, I mean, I think it's fine. Not like we have a lot of choices. I would like to play first. I think this hand's probably a keep, only because of Fine Finality, really, and we can cast it. It looked like it could kill everything in their deck. And if that's the case, excuse me, I think that's what we want to do. No reason to play the Poisoner on turn 1, no real reason. So I think getting a Guild Gate out's worth it. I mean, the Poisoner could get in for 1, but I'm going to end up losing this match by 1. I can feel it. Just because I said that. So, yeah. Definitely a keepable hand because we have like all the mana we'll need. Looked like everything in their deck dies to it. The only thing that could make it better is if we get a creature big enough to survive it. Which we do have several. So, that would be good. I guess Wishcoin Crab can survive Fine Finality, huh? Maybe I should have gone that route. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, that's going to be nice. So yeah, now we do play our Poisoner, which would have gotten in for 1. So next turn we get to play Disinformation Campaign, which, granted, they have cards with Jumpstart and stuff, which, we're still sort of taking away half the card, but it is frustrating. You'd rather them discard, not have any cards with Jumpstart in an ideal world. But we're not in an ideal world. We're in the real world, Well, we do get to attack into that, which is more than one normally gets to do. That on turn 2 isn't great news for us. It did like 6 or 7 damage to us in the last game because they played it on turn 2. All right, so we're going to play Disinformation Campaign. Ooh, that's going to be fun. If we're going to grind out a win against them, this is probably the hand that'll do it. That's annoying. Okay, so let's play another Disinformation Campaign. Okay. Is it worth? I guess leaving it back means it can block the Electromancer, which is probably a win for us in the long run. Now we just need to hit some Surveil and go crazy, right? That's what we need to do. We do have like Severed Strands to get us out of you know, they play a bomb and we don't want to play Find Finality just yet. It's not quite a bomb, but it is not good. Ooh, that'll help. Because we know they have counter magic, I think I'm just going to cast Artful Takedown now. Yeah. So tap that, kill that. End our turn. Oh. Oh, they really do have everything you want in an Izzet deck. We have no way of pressuring Raw. We did not draw a way to pressure Raw. This isn't good. That is not good. In case you didn't know. Like, they play any creature, basically. We're fine. Anything we had a way out of a lot of situations. But not one involving a Planeswalker. That is awesome in your deck, especially. We just need to draw. We need to draw one of our flyers, like Crawl Swarm or whatever. And we need to do it fast. Because this is going to have... We need to draw it next turn, basically. Because this is going to have 7 loyalty. And... well, I guess we have 2 turns. Yeah. Before the emblem. But they can also use this ability to kill stuff. And right now it can do 2 damage. So it can kill a lot of things. It can kill my Crawl Swarm. So sad. I'm pretty jealous of their deck, though. It's definitely the best Izzet deck I've seen in this format. Where I wonder how the draft went for them. Pack 1, pick 1 Raw. Pack 1, pick 2 Firemind's Research. That would have been a good way to start. That would definitely make me say, all right, I guess I'm going to take every instant sorcery spell ever. Yeah, Wonder Turn. I mean, taking out the Electromancer with Severed Strands isn't worth it. Find Finality is not worth it either. Okay, now he can do 3 damage with his ability. I guess next turn I should probably just attack with this and hope to do 1 damage to Raw. Like, I think that's the plan. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Maybe we hold off on that. See what happens with our informant here. See if they counter it or something. Which is a real possibility with 2 disinformation campaigns in play. Yeah, they must be thinking about it. With the card advantage they have, thanks to Raw, I don't think they should be that concerned about disinformation campaign, honestly. It's not like I have a lot of time either where I can just like recast the disinformation campaigns willy-nilly. I mean, I am going to recast one here probably. But, you know, whatever. So I'm going to attack Raw with my Poisoner here, which they probably just let it hit it, but at least because they're probably happy just drawing cards right now. So they're going to do something. Hypothesizzle. Okay. They're taking down the Death Toucher. They're up to 6 instants and sorceries now. Oh no, just 5? 5. Alright, so let's play Disinformation Campaign. Who would have thought you could lose with 2 Disinformation Campaigns, you know? This feels like I'm playing against a constructed deck. It's like, what percentage of cards in their deck say something about instants or sorceries, or are instants and sorceries? Seems like a lot, which is awesome for them. Not so much for me. So we do have fine finality here, but just like last time, it's not going to be able to take down Raw before Raw gets going here. I can't keep him from using his emblem. I can kill everything, and then my informant becomes, but it'll have negative power this turn. Scheiße. We're just going to have to hope that emblem doesn't do as much nonsense as it's probably going to. I think we have to cast this to have any chance at all. Yeah. Yeah. Can't even play another card this turn, which is frustrating, but there you go. So finality. So the good news, if this works, yes, they get an emblem, but they have to give up Rawl right away, which could matter. Could matter. Probably not, though. Their deck is awesome. Yeah, they're going for the emblem. How many cards do they already have in their graveyard with? Oh, God. They have plenty. So they're going to do 4, draw cards. This emblem is unbeatable, I think. But we'll let them have fun with it. They damaged me with it. Interesting. Oh, God. Well, that's why they're damaging me with it, because they have multiple radical ideas. Well, there's 3 in their graveyard, so do we have a way out of this? No. Okay. Oh, man, their deck was nuts. All right. Well, not going to get our first Demir trophy, but we do have a chance at going 2-1. I'll see you guys in the final match. All right. Going into our final match, we would like to play first. I don't think we want to keep this hand. It doesn't do anything early. So. We're going to have to go to 5. Okay, this is all right. Demir Informant does really help in hands like this one. Lets you keep much worse hands when you have something that can surveil and you already have the mana for it. Hey, Pilfering Imp. I'm not going to be very happy if they use that ability right away. Oh, man. Let's see if they do. They probably don't. Oh, poop. They are. What are they going to take? Strong removal or the card that's going to... Yeah, of course they took that. Of course they did. We did draw something that we can play. Pretty lucky. I guess when you're up against someone who mulliganed, like, using this ability on turn 2 is probably a pretty great option. All right, so we're going to attack for 2. They know we have Artful Takedown and Deadly Visit in our hand, so keep that in mind. We do have Artful Takedown mana now. They have a Radical Idea. It's always nice when your opponent has 6 cards in your hand and you have 2, you know? Feels good. Our 2 cards are awesome, but still. I'm kind of okay with a trade here, so I'm actually going to attack and then play our Informant, which will hopefully set us up to draw stuff that we want to draw. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're willing to trade too because, again, I'm mulliganed and they're just going to have more resources than me, but... I guess I'd be happy to draw a 5th land right now. Am I happy to draw an adept? I think probably. Yeah, we'll draw the 5th land first and end our turn. So they're Dimir too, so it appears. And splashing green too, so it appears. Yeah, we'll end our turn. They know we have Artful Takedown and Deadly Visit in our hand. Okay. Do I go for a free attack here? I mean, they're not in colors that usually can really take advantage of this situation anyway. So, player adept. Right, end our turn. Wishcoin Crab. Well, this game's going on for a while, I guess. This would be a good time to draw a Disinformation Campaign and try to grind out a win. I think we play our land. There is a chance they have discard crap, which wouldn't be good for us, but we do have an ability that wants us to have a bunch of mana in play. So now we just end our turn. It does suck that they know exactly what the 2 cards in our hand are. That never feels great. But I think we just keep playing the lands and playing the game here. It's interesting they don't seem to be doing anything. They're just like stockpiling cards. Ooh, something to make them blockable every turn that actually kind of matters. I'm down with that. Gross. Do I need to kill that? Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna use Artful Takedown. We don't really want them, you know, drawing exactly what they need thanks to that. Oh, convenient. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make this unblockable. They may have an answer for that. They do have 6 cards in their hand after all. Yeah. Status, statue, yeah. All right. That's big. All right, play Pilfering Imp. Another source of damage. Do I use Deadly Visit? Yeah, I think we probably do. Damn it. Okay. Dowser of Light. Such a silly win condition in these decks. It actually works though. I mean, look at my board. How am I stopping this? We'll take 4. Okay. I think we definitely give up our Informant. Okay. I can block and use Artful Takedown to kill it. More can go wrong if I do that, but that might just be the best thing to do. Yeah. kind of tempting to try to go after their hand there, but... Okay. All right. Well, that's annoying. So this will still die if I use that plan is the problem with it. So I think I'm just going to take 7. Oh, it won't still die. Okay, so we'll do that. We're going to try to Artful Takedown here. Tap that and give this -2, -4. Is their hand just loaded with counter magic? Doesn't look like it is. Whew. Like I said, a lot could go wrong there because there's 2 different creatures. Oh, good. That's what I want to see. Deadly Visit. Luckily, I mean, we actually can get creatures back from our library on occasion. Our graveyard on occasion anyway, but... Okay, so I think we're going to look at their hand now. Ooh. Bounty of Might can just, like, kill us. So that's definitely what we take. Ooh. That's scary. Okay, so... I'm going to play the Informant. I'm glad we went after their hand when we did, huh? Put that in the graveyard. Put this on top. End our turn. Yeah. Seemed probable. So I think I block the operative, make them get it back and all that nonsense, and take 3. What's the other card in their hand? Okay, so I'm going to cash this in. Oh. All right, and then we're going to play the Centipede, which kind of is not nearly as good when you're in a situation like this one where there's nowhere to put a +1/+1 counter, even if we got one. We don't have Crawl Swarm. I mean, we couldn't get it back anyway. All right, we just end our turn. I don't know why. Surprised. I'm a little surprised he doesn't want to attack me. He's at 26 life. The best I can do is trade. Ooh. Doesn't do anything just yet. Well, what can we get back from our graveyard? Nothing especially exciting, so I don't think we bother at this point. I'm going to hold on to this land. And he can't survive it, but it could give us an out later on in the game. Ooh, there we go. Our friend Muse Drake could survive it. Okay. I don't think we do it yet. We could think about Severed Strandsing to make this even bigger. But I think we hold off for now. Okay, well now we probably... Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Disinformation Campaign. There's Watcher in the Mist. Okay, things are getting interesting. We're going to play our Watcher in the Mist. We're going to put this into our graveyard, grab this Capture Sphere. So the question is, do I play the campaign again, or do I do something else entirely? Severed Strands, that is. I think we play the campaign again. And what did we hit? Just out of curiosity, a swamp. All right, so next turn we can do some crazy stuff, namely probably just killing the Spy Bug. Okay, Informant, so now it's a 2/2. The hand is empty though, and we can just double block it. So I think I put the counter here. The reason being it would allow both of these to survive if we end up casting Find Finality, which maybe we want to do since they are getting back their Blood Operative here. So we don't even need to cast Severed Strand. Well, actually we do if we want the Watcher to survive. So maybe we just cast it for now. Oh. Another disinformation campaign. I think we do that first. The campaign, that is. Interesting. That does kill the operative. But is that enough of a reason? Or do I just go for it with Find Finality? Well, I think the first thing I'm actually going to do is Severed Strands. And we're going to use it to kill the Spy Bug. And we're going to sacrifice Spinal Centipede. And we're going to put the counter... here. So the question is, do I want to, right this second, cast Find Finality? I don't think so. I think I just cast the Vapors here. I only have 7 cards left in my library. And for that reason, maybe we do need to actually keep some cards on top of our library, huh? Yeah, I think I'm okay with doing that. And we attack for 3. I think, yeah, we need to be pressuring them. Wait a second. Why are you still a 3/4? Oh, because of the -1/-1 thing. That's why. We're down to 7 cards in our library. I think we hold on to the campaigns in case they try to hold on to cards, basically. Right, I'm going to go to 7. Okay, so I still don't have to cast this, and I can actually use it to get stuff back from my graveyard instead, which might just be better at this point. What would I get back? Again, nothing very exciting. Spinal Centipede's the most exciting thing we have. So I think I just attack for 5 here and leave up Capture Sphere. Puts them on a 4-turn clock, which gives us plenty of time. I actually need to not play these, basically, because I don't want to deck myself. I could have used it to take a card out of their hand, I guess, which is probably what they wanted me to do. Okay, they're going to go to 13 and to 5 cards, so they're a little behind us on cards now. They do get him back. The annoying lifelinker. We're going to Capture Sphere, Plague Crafter. We're going to go to 6. If they play multiple creatures that can die, yeah, I think we're going to end up using our Find Finality this turn. Attack for 4 and then Find Finality should do the job, especially if they play the other card in their hand. Yeah, the operative. And they do. Yeah, exile something from my graveyard. Sure. Okay, so they're tapped out. All right, so we are going to attack for 4 in the sky, dropping them to 6. They could block it. Yeah, it's just improbable. They do not block it. And then we're going to cast Finality. Right, green mana. Okay, so we're going to put the counters here. And end our turn. All right, we got there. We mulled to 5, but then we drew 2 disinformation campaigns, and they were big in winning us that game. We had to get a little more conservative with them late there, but worked out. I think because this matchup seems so grindy, something like Passwall Adept is probably way better than Child of Night. So I think that's where we go. Okay. Wow. They were frustrated, I think, because they had that game, and I dug my way out of it with this information campaign. I guess I'll take it. Not the best viewing experience for you guys, so I apologize, but we went 2-1 in the end. It was a sweet Dimir deck. Probably the best one I've drafted so far. I haven't drafted it a ton. It's usually not very open, but it was open enough today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next draft video.